All right, so we're gonna start standing. Your weights in your ball, don't be tripping on them. I'm gonna take the band up to the mid-thigh, and you wanna take the legs apart where they feel resistance on that loop band, okay? All right? Toes and knees face forward. I'm gonna clasp my hands, press into my center line, and I squat and come up. Squat and come up. Down and up. Try not to lock the knees. Yes, you're straightening the legs. As soon as you're up, you're down. As soon as you're down, you're up. Squats are a great way to warm up that body. We're gonna go for 8 more. Inhaling to exhale. 6, drive through those heels, booty back. Watch that foot right there, look at it. Yep. 2 and 1. Wider stance, toes and knees turned out. And we come down and up, down and up. Inhale to exhale. Squats and plie squats. How low you go is your own preference. Make sure the knees feel okay. I want you to balance that dinner plate on top of your head. Let's do 8 more here. 8. I think we're getting a little warmer. 7, 6, 5. Here's 4 and 3, 2. Stay down here. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to now we're parallel instead of turned out. I want you to raise your left heel. We're going to come down to this little squat position, and we're going to do little pulses. 1, 2. So it's almost like doing a single leg squat. Perfect. Want to make it harder? Take those toes off the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other heel is going to raise up. We settle into it, and we do little pulses. Remember, booty back, proud chest. It keeps some of that weight off that standing leg knee. And when I say if you want, take the foot off the floor, you don't have to. You'll notice one side is weaker than the other. If you're ready for that challenge, we can take it. 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slide that band down towards the shins. You have to take your base a little wider. Again, we're going to bend those knees, clasp those hands. And we're going to do a little step touch towards the edge of our mat. And then we're going to come back towards the other side. So you can take big or small, I don't care. The lower that band, the more challenging it is. So we're working here our outer thighs, the glutes, hips, knees are soft. And of course, because we're moving, that core has to be in and up. And you're choosing how far to go. Maybe you don't want to go all the way to the end of that mat. That's it. Good. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. Make sure you're moving at some point. Don't march in place. But I guess that could be part of the exercise. If you want it, bring it back. Let's go 1 more to each end. Here we go. Make it your best one yet. And then we take it 1 more time to the other side. Woo! And release. Slide that off and meet me all the way down onto the mat. That was a nice warm-up. Would you not agree with that? That's right. Okay. So I'm going to take this loop band between my wrists. My legs are 1 fist width apart. I'm going to reach those arms nice and long. Love feeling warmer. Okay, inhale to prepare. Exhale, C curve, like you're inside a tractor tire. Hold right here. We're going to take these arms up and then back to parallel. Always keep tension on that loop band and bring it down. We're going to inhale and exhale. Lift it up. Lower it down. Now, only if you want to add on, I'm going to take my right knee, float it up to a tabletop. Bring it back down. The left knee, float it up. Now, if your lower back is feeling strained, we have these balls here with us today. Feel free to put the ball behind you. And you kind of lean the weight in that ball a little bit. Take some of that off that lower back. Lifting up and lowering. Take your time. We're floating the arms and that leg. And we float. Hopefully you're feeling something in the upper body, the core, and the lower body. Yes, we're going to get a lot accomplished today. Stay with me. Work within your level. Know when you need to take a break. One more each side. Last one. Then we're going to round forward until the hips and the shoulders are stacked and sit tall. Inhale to prepare again. Exhale. I still have resistance on that band. My shoulders are mounted. This time we're going to do a rotation. Rotate towards the front of the room. Exhale, bring it back. To the back of the room, twist. So my hips aren't going with me. My sits bones are staying equal. You're choosing how far your twist goes. If you want, when you twist over that front leg, we're going to lift that front leg and bring it back down. And then we'll lift the leg we're going twisting over, the back leg. Inhale to exhale. We're floating that leg, working through the core, the hips, the front of the thigh. Inhale as you twist, exhale. Can you give me one more each side? Yes, you can. I see the faces. They're like, really? How many more? And then we're going to round back forward and sit tall. Take that band behind the feet. And I want you to take those legs nice and wide and flex those feet. Reach those arms super long, super long. We're sitting super tall. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to round back just like we did before. Hold here. I'm going to drive my right knee in and press it out. My left leg. And again, this ball, you're more than welcome to put it behind you and lean into it, right? So don't be like, well, I feel strain in my back, but I don't want to quit. Support that back. I'm exhaling as I drive this knee in. Shh. Love it. Shh. Good. For 4 more. And 3. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. Core is scooping in and up. Last one. We're going to sit back up and come nice and tall. Inhale for me again. Exhale. Round back. Hands are clasped. We're going to rotate again. Drive that front knee in. Rotate over the front knee. Back to center. To the back. Good. Don't forget to add the breath. Pay attention to your back. Always have to watch the back, the neck, the hips, the knees. Good. I like it. I hear the breathing because every move has a breath. Can you give me one more each leg? Rotate back to center. Last one. Rotate back to center. And we're going to sit tall and separate those arms. We're going to roll back. Start with an inhale and an exhale. So if you've got your ball, you might want to take it out. Or maybe you only go that far. Melt those shoulders down to the floor. Nod that chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Press through the back of those legs. Press through your band and come up and over. Your arms should be right next to your ears. Roll back with an inhale. Exhale. Use the resistance on the band. Let the muscles support the abdominals. Nod that chin to your chest. Inhale to exhale, 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 and reach. Bring it back. Press the back of those legs down. Connect the shoulders to your back. Good. Nod that chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Now this time when I come in, I'm going to drive a knee towards me. Put that leg back out, roll back down. Nod the chin to your chest. Inhale. If you want, the other leg will come in towards you and bring it back down. Nod that chin to your chest. Use the breath. We're floating that leg off the floor. You never have to add on with those legs lifting. Last one. Last one. Ooh, here we go. Bring it back down and then hug your knees into your chest. That wasn't so bad. Okay, slide that band back towards the ankles, but above them. Your legs are staying apart so the band stays tight. My arms are reaching long. I'm gonna push against my shins to nod that chin to the chest and lift my head up. You never have to lift your head up in Pilates, by the way. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. Now my arms are gonna go behind me and my legs are gonna go in front of me. I'm gonna turn my toes out to that Pilates stance. I come back into parallel. I push out against that band. 2, 3, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, press out against that band. I reach it out. That back has to stay heavy. If it's not staying heavy, your legs and arms need to go up towards the ceiling. I will show you here. I would come straight up versus out, then come back in. Can you give me one more? Inhale, hold, and exhale, put that head down. Take your feet down. Take your hands under your seat to protect the lower back. Draw those legs back in how they were, in parallel. You can keep your head down, or as you press the legs out, nod that chin to your chest, stay here, and do little pulses pressing out on that band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go a little lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, but my back is staying heavy. I'll go a little lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My back is still heavy. A little lower. 2, 3, 4. You can put your head down at any time. Bring it back up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs are straight. Bring it up a little bit. Make sure you're staying out of that neck, into the core. Last 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Slide the band up to the middle of the thigh again. And we're going to take the feet to the floor. Try to have that band nice and flat. Okay. Legs again are wide enough that the band feels resistance. I'm going to take my hands straight up in the air. Shoulders are down, hands are together. I'm going to have my back neutral for right now. It's just laying there. I'm not forcing it to do anything. I'm going to take a nice big breath, inhale. And on the exhale, I'm going to nod my chin to my chest and reach my hands towards that band. And I'm going to bring it back down on the inhale. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest, then you curl up and you bring it back down. Now let's say you don't want to lift that head up. I'm going to take my legs towards me instead and take my feet back down. I'll do that again. I'm going to drive my knees in, but keep your back heavy. You pick either heads coming up or your feet. Inhale, regroup. Exhale, feel your abdominals pulling you up, which means that the neck should feel no strain. Exhale. Inhale. Now on this one, I'm going to take my legs up and I'm going to hold them up. My arms will go back. They'll come towards the band again. Shh. Inhale. I have to be able to keep my back imprinting on the mat right here. Inhale. Exhale. Now when I bring my arms forward, my legs are going to go out. Inhale. I push my legs out. You can also have your hands behind your head like this. Shh. And continue to breathe with us. You can have one hand behind the head and bring the other arm forward. You can have your head down and move the arms. So there's so many options. Do what's working for your body today. And 3. And 2. And 1. Hands go behind my head. I'm going to curl up deeper. Open those legs, little pulses. 1, 2. Check in with your back. Check in with your neck. Can you feel your core working to hold you up? And we go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and hug it in. Take the feet back to the floor, arms to your side. Curl that tail under and come up into a lovely bridge. I've got resistance against that band, so I feel my outer thighs also working. Take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, we'll slowly melt down the spine and feel that spine lengthening, even from the crown of the head to the tail is lengthening. Curl that tail under. Use the back of your arms to also push down the back of your shoulders. Don't let those hamstrings get cranky. And then we bring it back down. Exhale all the air out. And again, curl that tail, scoop your belly, drive through both feet. That's your inhale. Exhale, melt back down, reach those fingertips for those heels. Take your time. And again, curl that tail under. Here's my inhale. And here is my exhale. We're going to bridge up one more time. Let's curl that tail under. Lift up on the inhale. Now on the exhale, can you drive your right leg up to a tabletop? Put it back down on the inhale. Exhale, left leg floats up. Place it back down. If you need to do this coming down with your hips and lying flat on the mat, perfectly fine. So when your back gets cranky, the hamstrings are starting to feel like they're going to cramp up, get out of the bridge. We're going to exhale every time that leg lifts. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Now we're going to freeze. I'm on my right leg. It's okay if you're on an opposite leg. I'm going to tap my toes and bring it up. Toes, bring it up. Toes. If you can, float the arms off the mat, palms turned in. 4, 3, 2, drive. 1, hold here. The opposite arm as leg is going to reach back as you straighten that leg. Bring it back in. I'm still in my bridge, believe it or not, but you can get out of it at any time. 5, 4, 3, drive. 2, 1, put that foot down, put your arms down, bring the other leg to that tabletop. We'll tap those toes down, up. Now that other leg, yeah, it's pressing into the band with the outer thigh, but that inner thigh has to also be engaged to keep that knee tracking forward over my toes. If you want the next option, arms up, palms turned in. Keep those hips level. Now the opposite arm will float back as that foot goes down, and the other arm just stays. Reach. Let's straighten that leg out and in. 5, 4, this is work, yes? 3, hello? 2, thank you. 1, feet down, they can't talk. Arms down, both arms are down, lift those hips up. Inhale for me, and exhale, melt that spine back down. Hug those knees in. I want you to straighten these legs. My hands will go behind my calf, maybe my thigh, my ankle. I want you to stretch these hamstrings for a second. So I'm going to do some scissors here. If you want extra support for your lower back, your hands will go under your seat, okay? And if you're going to not take your head up, I would definitely suggest putting your hands under your seat. That will help support the lower back. If you're going to take your head off the mat, your hands will go behind your head, hand over hand, elbows wide. I am in a Pilates V. I'm going to inhale to prepare, and if you're lifting up your head, we exhale all the air out as we curl up. Shoulders should be relaxed. Shoulders should be off the mat. My right leg will go down first. My left leg will go towards me. I switch, push, and your head is resting in the fingertips. The abdominals are holding you up. If your neck starts to feel that work, put your head down. It's not about the neck at all. Now the leg that's down away from me, I'm going to bend that knee and bring it up. Then the leg that's away from me, I'm going to bend the knee as I switch. Bend it in, switch. Bend the further away leg, whoop, and lift. Out, bend. And boom. I always bend it in and I straighten it while the other leg is going down. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. Both legs are up. I'm going to grab behind my calves, lower the head, relax the neck, give it a little stretch to the back of those legs, and we'll rock ourselves up. Okay, if your band did get all bunched up on that one, See if we can quickly unbunch it. If not, it's okay. Yeah, when you use the cloth ones, they don't bunch. Okay, now we're ready. Let's come into a quadruped position. So you can either be on your hands or on your forearms. So whichever way you are, you always make sure that your shoulder and your elbow are in a straight line. All right, so I'm going to take my right leg straight back. Now I'm going to lift a little bit and tap it back down. I lift and lower, up and down, up and down, lift and lower. You already have done 20 minutes of your workout already. So after this exercise, we're going to switch props, and we'll be 20 minutes on another prop. Up and down. That sounds like a long time, but guess what? I feel like I just got started with this band, don't you? Thank you. And I wanted to do more. Now pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other leg comes back. Slide it long. Keep the hips straight. And I lift up and down. So I have to glance every once in a while at that standing leg and make sure that my knee and hip aren't getting out of alignment. Because sometimes you want to lean to the standing leg. Now, I'm not saying keep your head down and stare at it, because then your neck is out of alignment. We lift and we lower. Squeeze your booty, pull the belly in. Hold this one up, and let's pulse it for 8, 7, 6, lengthen long, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. I'm going to stretch back in this lovely little child's pose. It's like a nice reset position. Come back onto your seat, and we'll take off our loop band. Next time, we'll do the whole class with the band, okay? Sorry, I had it in my head we were going to do a 20-20-20. Grab onto your ball. So I'm going to place my ball. Now, this is if you are a participant who can have their head off the mat. If not, you can make it like a pillow instead, or no ball at all. Put it at the tippy top of your shoulder blades, and then come back. Be comfortable. It shouldn't feel straining to your neck. The ball where it is going to make it lighter for you to keep your head and chest up. Draw those knees in. Good. Take the hands behind the head. We're going to take the right knee in, the left leg out. And then switch, switch, switch. So now I'm going to inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Breathe in through the nose, out through the lips, in through the nose, out through the lips. You got it? Make sure that knee is tracking straight in. The opposite foot should not be anywhere towards that opposite thigh. Give me one more set here. Inhaling, exhaling, feet together, and take it down. I want you to go over that ball, give a little stretch. And then bring that chin back to your chest and draw those knees back in. We're going to bring these legs straight up to 90. We're in a Pilates V. The legs will go down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Zip it up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. You don't have to have the ball behind you. Remember that. 1, 2, 3. Really squeeze those thighs and heels into your center line. We don't let the pelvis go with us. We are keeping it heavy. We are breathing. The glutes are involved. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Now listen up. Down, 2, 3. Bend your knees in. Zip it up. Down, 2, 3. Bend the knees in. Zip it up. Lower, 2, 3. Bring it in. Zip it up. One more. Down, 2, 3. Bend it in. Zip it up. Feet down. Stretch. That was fun. And then bring it back up. Okay. I want you to rotate towards the front of the room. I want you to drape over the ball and bring it up. And I'm still looking to the front of the room. Drape over the ball. Both sits bones are equally onto that mat. So I'm not tilting my body. I've just rotated. I'm strengthening this front oblique. Now I'm going to add taking my leg to a tabletop again. So the leg that I can see is the one that's lifting. Inhale down, exhale up. So if facing front, you're rotating over the right side of your body, it's the right leg it's lifting. The opposite foot is pushing into the floor as I lift up. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale over, exhale all the air out. So you can really squeeze deep in those abdominal muscles. Hold this one here. Straighten that leg up. The opposite hand's going to reach for that ankle. And I'm going to pulse it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. I'll stretch over center. And bring it back up. Rotate to the back of the room. I'm going to go over my ball sideways. And then curl up. So I'm going to keep looking to the same direction. So you're going to drape over your ball. And I'm not taking my eyes to the ceiling. They're looking in the direction I'm twisted. Inhaling over. Exhaling up. Now if you want, that back leg is going to lift as you lift up. Use your breath. All the air out of your center. You go your own pace. If I'm going too fast, go the pace that works for you. Stretch, strengthen, stretch. Good. 3, 2. Hold it up, straighten that leg. The opposite hand's going to reach that ankle, and I'm going to lift up, 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 up. That's it. Exhale. And 3, and 2, and 1. Foot down, center yourself, and I'll stretch over the ball again. Great. Nod that chin to your chest and bring yourself all the way up. Okay, we're going to come onto our stomachs. And we're going to work our spinal extensors in our little swan. So we're going to reach our arms out in front of us. Core is pulling in. Legs are sits bone width apart. The heel of my hand is on the ball. My fingers are off the ball. And before you start, don't be reaching so far out that your shoulders feel like they're not attached to your body anymore. So I want you to get that connection, shoulder to rib cage. Then start to roll the ball towards you. Gently squeeze your seat. Melt the shoulders down. And then bring it back down. Exhale. Pull your belly button away from the mat. Roll that ball towards you. Melt those shoulders down. We inhale, bring it up. Exhale. The wrist should stay straight. The arm should stay straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, give me one more. We lift it up. And we float it back down. Bend your elbows. Grab onto the sides of the ball, or I should say press into the sides of the ball. You can choose to do a modified plank. So you would just simply lift your hips off the mat. Your feet can stay down, or they can be up. But notice I don't have a speed bump. I'm here. If you want a full plank, curl the toes under, drive your heels back. So pick where you want to go. I'm going to keep that pressure on the ball. Now, if your knees are off the floor, I'm going to lower my right knee, straighten that leg, lower my left. And right, left, right. So hopefully you've got all your critical connections, belly in and up, scapula to rib cage, and the seat to feet connection. We'll do 2 more each leg. Take your time. Going fast does not get you anywhere. Good. We'll lower both knees and stretch back into our lovely child's pose. How'd that go? Awesome. Okay, let's bring it back up. I want you to take that ball into your right hand. Now, these balls don't have a whole lot of air in it, so it's easy to squeeze. But if you're using your own ball and you're having trouble, you may need to use not the ball or grab one of mine, okay? So I'm going to lengthen my right arm, and my right hand's got the ball. My left leg's going to go behind me. I'm going to lift everything up and down, up and down. You can also be on a forearm. You won't be able to lift the arm as high, and that's okay. Up and down. Lift. I'm exhaling, inhaling. Make sure your standing leg, knee and hip are in a straight line. Crown of your head is reaching long. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Now put the ball behind that left leg. That one was just the leg that was lifting. You can be on your hands, on your forearms. We're going to do some hip circles. Okay? So we're going to start by driving the foot up towards the ceiling. Take the hip away from you and lower back down to center. I lift up, open, and around. That's 2. 3. 4. I feel my belly working just as hard as my hips, my hamstring, and my glutes. 3 and 2. Now let's reverse it. Let's open up, come down. Open up, come down. And down. And 3. Can you feel anything? 2. And 1. Now bring this leg up so that the knee's in line with the hip if you're able, and do little pulses. 3, 4. Check that standing leg out. Don't be tilted. You got it. Squeeze lemons in your armpits. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. Okay, good. That's what I want to know. I felt that one. Okay, so put the ball underneath your left hand. Reach the arm out straight. The opposite leg comes back straight. And we're going to lift up and down. The crown of the head should be nice and long. The tail should be lengthening. You're squeezing lemons in the armpits. This is a lovely balanced position. Challenge the core, so don't go too fast. Good. Do you feel tension in your traps, shoulders and neck? Then that means your shoulders are not where they should be. I caught myself, trust me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the ball behind the right knee. Forearms or hands. We're going to do our circles. We're going to go up first. Up, open, and around. Don't be too wild and crazy. Move with control. Up, out, down. That's 3. Up, out, 4. Up, out, 5. 7. One more. Take your time. Reverse. Out, up, down. Check in with your 3 critical connections. Belly in and up, shoulder to rib cage, seat to feet connection. We got 4 more here. Not too fast. I'm going to keep reminding you not to move fast. We're making a big circle. 2 more. Open, up, down. Last one. Now hold it up. Make a footprint on the ceiling and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back onto your seat. So we did bridges with our loop band. I'm going to challenge you a little bit further. Another bridge, but you have the option to put your feet either on top of the ball or straddling the ball, okay? So if you have your feet on the ball, it's going to take more work with your glutes, your abs, right? So you don't get into your hamstrings, okay? So you can try it. So if you're doing the feet on top of the ball, you have your feet and legs together and you kind of melt your feet on top of the ball. Now, if right now you're already feeling your hamstrings going, oh, I don't know, straddle the ball, take your feet to the floor, okay? All right, so pick which one you want. Remember, you're going to use everything that's touching the mat to help you lift. So that's the back of the arms, back of the shoulders, okay? Lift up in that bridge, open up the hips, and lower back down. I'm not going to peel, I'm going to lift everything up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take your time. And lower. Bring it up. Take it down. How's it going? Okay, no one's saying ouch yet. Hope it's not going to be me. And we lift up. We bring it down. Can you give me 2 more? Bring it up. Take it down. 1 more. Bring it up. Take it down. Lengthen your legs. You deserve that. Reach the arms behind you. Circle the arms. Draw the knees in. Eyes to navel. Roll it away. Reach the arms behind you. Circle it around. Bring it in. Take it out. Circle. Take it in. Circle. Lengthen and take your time. Feel the abdominals working to bring the ball in and your head up if you're lifting your head. Remember the roll? The roll is you never have to lift your head. Now, next level, I'm going to keep my head up. I'll reach long, circle, bring it in. Inhale. I'm going to hold it back here on the exhale. Take my right leg up. Reach my arms forward. Pulse that leg. Small. It's small. 7. Scoop that navel deeper. Push your back heavier. 3, 2, 1. Reach back. Circle those arms. Nod that chin to your chest. Float the opposite leg off that mat. Back is heavier. Lift that leg. Tiny. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stretch it back. Bend your knees in this time and hug it. Okay. Grab the ball with your feet. Hand it to your hands. I want you to bridge up and put the ball under your pelvis, not the arch of the lower back. Bring those legs straight up in the air. Good. So I'm going to flex my feet, and I'm going to go out wide as I can get. My legs are completely straight. I feel a stretch right here. I'll point my toes and resist. Feel my belly scooping deeper as my legs come back up. Flex out. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3. Flex. 1, 2, 3. Point those toes. Flex. 1, 2, 3. And reach. Go. 1, 2, 3. Flex. Open. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. Give me 1 more. I'm going to come back in. Now I'm going to change. Instead of going wide, I'm going to make it smaller and cross the legs. Boom. I'm going to keep my toes reaching towards the ceiling. And I'm going to start to pick up my pace, and I don't go out nearly as wide. So I'm barely going out at all. I keep switching the legs. 2, 3, 4. I need to feel my navel scooping deeper the faster I'm going. You can go back to the other way we were doing it, or you can stay with me. I'm going to start to bring my feet down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring them back up. So I'm sliding my feet along the wall in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, up, up. Your belly can't stop working on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, 2, 3, 4. Give me 1 more, please. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up. And pause. Take your right leg all the way down to the mat. Bend your left knee in. If you want, pull that left knee towards you. Do you feel a nice stretch in that straight leg hip? Bring both legs straight up. Take the left leg straight down. Bend your right knee in. If you want, pull it. So by being up on that ball, straighten that bottom leg so you feel it stretch in the front of that hip. Being up on that ball opens up this hip a little bit more. You're welcome. It feels good. And then bring those knees back in, connect your heels, and we're gonna do a frog, okay? So the knees are only as wide as our frame. As you push those legs together, the belly scoops in and up, and the thighs and butt wrap. Bring it back in. So that's a lot going on here. So I'm gonna take my time and feel the length. I inhale out, exhale in. Inhale, exhale, out, in, lengthen, scoop, wrap, breathe. Now I'm going to come out, open, then bring my knees. Push out, legs apart, connect your heels. Push out, open, connect. The further my legs go away from my center, the more my navel has to go deeper. Out, open, pause. Now open the legs, the quad stays still, then sweep them out in front of you, connect, come back in like a frog. So they'll separate wide, connect, bend in. Nice deep breath in. One more. Good. I'm going to grab onto my ankles and pull my feet a little closer. I'm going to use my arms on the inside of my thighs to push those knees a little further out. So it's like a butterfly pose lying down. Good. We'll take our feet back onto the mat. I want you to bridge up, slide that ball out, lower that bridge, and rock yourself up. Okay, let's put away the ball and let's go to our weights. So you're on your last 20 minutes of class. It's actually more like 18 minutes. Come on to your side facing me. So you're gonna mirror me. So I've got myself propped up here. If this is not good for your shoulder, okay, you're gonna lay all the way down on your side. So I'm gonna start with a little clam with the rotator cuff with the weight. So I got the weight in my top hand, my palm is facing me. My feet stay together. I'm going to open to that clam, and my weight will lift up and down. You're going to keep your upper arm glued to your side, and I don't want any rocking when you lift that leg up. And I want opposition. As you lift the top leg up, the bottom leg is pushing into that mat. Make sure the shoulders are stacked. Make sure your hips are stacked. Make sure you're not collapsing the weight on this shoulder, so pull yourself up. And we go for 8. Good. 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to lengthen that top leg and bring this arm straight up. The palm is going to face that leg. Again, make sure you're not leaning back. We're going to lift the leg. The arm will meet it, and then tap. Feel like something is pushing that leg down as you're lifting it up. So make it harder to lift than it should be. Reach that leg longer. Even the toes are reaching long. And again, if your shoulder or neck starts to get cranky, lay all the way down your side. Good. Lift. I'm squeezing lemons in both armpits. Yes, I feel my bottom oblique pulling in. What's working here is your outer thigh, outer hip, glute, oblique. Can you feel any of those, class? Okay. 3, 2 more, 2. Now rest the weight on the thigh and circle forward. Round to come up, round to come up. So it's almost like if you had an ankle weight, but the weight's a little higher. Belly's pulling in, yes. Don't let it go. 2 more. 1 more. Reverse. Round and come up. Woo, this is work. If it gets too hard, hover the weight or put the weight down. This is getting more challenging. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bend the elbow and bend the knee. So I'm going to punch my weight down with my knee and punch it out. Down, out. So I'm kind of crossing that knee over towards the floor. And again, if this is too much for that top arm, this arm here with the weight, get rid of it. Down, push out, down, bam, and press, bend, and press. Let's go for 4 more. I know it's work. 3, I feel it. 2 more. You're not alone. 1 more. And release. Okay, we're going to put the weight behind that top leg. And again, you can even use the ball if you want, right? Just to remind you to stay lifted. You can lay all the way down on your side. We're going to take the whole top leg up and down, up and down. So feel the work just like if you had that loop band around those thighs. What's harder, the weight or the loop band? Up and down. So the top leg should look just like that bottom leg. Woo! Hello. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen that leg. I'm going to stretch. Whoop, my weight's rolling away. Stretch the leg and the arm. I'm even going to take my leg behind me slightly. You feel that? Yeah. Okay, come into a quadruped position. We're still using that same leg. Okay, so we're going to use 2 weights on this one. We're going to put a weight behind the leg that was just working. And you'll know because you still feel that in that glute. Yes? Yes. Okay. Come up into a quadruped position if you're able. Put the weight in the opposite hand as the leg. So the one leg has the weight, the opposite hand's got the other weight. Okay? I want you to drive that weighted arm, the elbow back. So it's pointing behind you. I'm going to lift my leg and I'm going to extend into a tricep kickback and then bring it down. Good. So you're again working your glute, tricep, core, back and shoulders are working to hold you up. You don't have to do both. You can see which one you'd rather do and pick one. Make sure you're keeping that knee and hip stacked. Good. We'll go for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, flip the palm to face the ceiling, pulse. Just 8. Woo, I'm shaking. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll stretch back into a child's pose because I'm nice. Just reset. You can also grab a quick drink. Good time to do that as well. Okay, on the other side, you're going to mirror me. So we start with our clams. Come on, kids. So make sure you're facing forward. Yep, and your head's going to be on this side. Weights optional. Knees to the top edge of your mat. Hips stacked. Shoulders in a straight line. Pull that bottom rib cage in. And as we bring that arm up, we take the leg with us. And the sides of my feet stay glued together. Look straight ahead if you're able. If your neck gets cranky, then you look down at that shoulder. Good. And lift. So we're not just flinging the arm or the leg, right? You want resistance. It's like something is pushing that arm down and the leg down as you're lifting them up. Lift and lift. Ugh, my hair keeps tickling me. Sorry. Up and down. Up, down. Resist. If you move too fast, muscles don't even know they're working. Shh. Knees towards that top edge of your mat, right? See those knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the leg. The weight will rest on that thigh, and we'll lift up and down. So you need to feel your glute activating as soon as you start to lift that leg. Also the core, because in movement, all movement comes from that core. Are you leaning onto that standing arm? The answer should be no. So you shouldn't be like here. You should be away from that ear with that shoulder. Think of if you had a dangling earring on. You wouldn't want your shoulder touching that dangling earring. Weight is optional, remember. And 3, and 2. Hold this one up, and we'll circle forward. Round to come up. I'm pushing that bottom leg still into the mat. If the weight gets too much, hold it over that leg. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. So I'm always going to come back up to hip height. 3, 4. Just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to bring the weight towards the mat, and I punch it out. Towards the mat, press. Knee crosses over. So by crossing over, you get a bigger stretch, so you can strengthen more. Cross and press. Down, press. And the weight's going with that knee. Ooh, can you feel this? Okay, we're awfully quiet. Usually when something's really burning, you let me know. Can you feel it? 3, 2, and 1. Stack those knees. We're not done. Take the weight behind that knee. Remember this one? Okay. Lift the whole leg. Oh my. 2, 3, 4. Belly's got to stay in. Yeah, suck it in and up. Are we leaning? That shoulder shouldn't say ouch. If you need to, ditch the weight. We've got 8 more. I may be ditching it. 7, 6, because we don't want to lose that weight either, right? We want it to drop. 4. So if you feel you're losing it, get rid of it. 3, 2, and 1. You're not done. You need both weights. Quadruped position, that same leg has the weight. Yep. Oh, I heard someone say it. They're burning. Okay. So we got that same leg working. The leg you were just lifting has the weight behind it. The opposite hand's got the weight. Lift the leg, drive the elbow back, and we lift and lower. So as I'm lifting, I'm extending into that tricep kickback. So remember, it's opposite arm as leg. Don't try. Did you just try to do that? I was looking around trying to make sure no one was doing that. I mean, hey, you can try an extra challenge, right? Come on, we go for 4, 3, 2. Hold it back there. Flip the palm up. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Release that weight from behind that knee. Child's pose. Do what you want with those wrists. If you need a stretch, flip those palms up, take them behind you. When you're ready, come back onto your seat. All right, you're facing the center of the room again. Whew, I still feel it burning. Yeah, let me know how it feels in a couple days. Let me know how much burn you feel. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, walk your feet further out. The legs are 1 fist width apart. Reach those arms into a diagonal. Weights are optional. You choose how far you come back. Make sure you can come back up without momentum. I'll nod my chin to my chest. My weights will sort of lead the way. Once I'm in my diagonal, I'm going to bring my arms up and then reach long and come back down. eyes to navel. Now I breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nod that chin to your chest. Find that lower back. No momentum. I bring my arms up. My spine grows taller. Hello. Round back. Shoulders connect to that back. No momentum here because you will not get stronger if you go fast. Lift up. Bring it back. Legs together. Next level. Eyes to navel. When the arms go up, the right leg is going to go out. Thigh to thigh, knee to knee, roll it down. Bring it up. Now the left leg up. Next level would be two legs lifting. If you have a lower back issue, I would not even attempt that. I wouldn't even think about that. Lift up. Bring it up. Down. Lower down. Watch that back. Nod that chin to your chest. Inhale to exhale. Shh. One more. Nod that chin to your chest. I'm still inhaling. I exhale. I want you to hug those knees into your chest. Nicely done. Let them rest there. Rock those knees side to side a little bit, just a little bit. Good. Okay, curl that chin to your chest. Draw the legs in like a frog, and I'm going to hold my weights, palms turned in, right by my side. I'm going to take my legs out. My arms go out like a T. Keep going. Out and in. Out. Legs together, knees separate. Love the frogs. Now I want you to hold it out here. Slide one heel up to the knee, press it back out, come back in. Press out, hold the other heel. It's like a passe. Press out, come back in. You don't have to add on. You don't have to do the passe. Bring it back in. One more each leg. Out. Slide. Out. Bring it in. One more. Watch your neck. Slide. Out and release. Whew, look to one side of the room. Stretch the neck. Then the other side. Good. And rock yourself up. Okay, we're going to go onto our stomachs again. And I want the arms to go behind you to your side with your palms up. You're almost there. You're minutes away. Minutes. Pull your belly in. So I want you to shrug your ears to your shoulders, roll them up, and then as you roll them back, your head and chest lift, and the weights reach towards your heels, and you squeeze your seat. Come back down. Shrug, roll up, lift up, and lower down. Lift up, lower down. Shrug, roll, lift, lower down. And the crown of your head should stay straight ahead, lengthening. Lower down. Roll. Hold this one here. Can you lift the legs off the mat? Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release the weights and stretch back into child's pose. Scoop the belly and round the back. Come into a quadruped position. Take your left knuckles to the mat and thread that needle. Follow that arm. Great. Switch. Right knuckles, thread the needle. Bring it back up. Cat-cow. Arch the back, inhale. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale, melt the shoulders. Exhale, scoop and round. Stay rounded. Bring yourself back for your last child's pose. Once you take a nice big inhale here, and exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Stack your spine. Roll those shoulders up and back. And you have made it. Woo! That went by fast. I thought so.